we will make a free mobile app for your business. Your customers can just tap on the icon on their home screen and it opens the app. Inside you can schedule an appointment, make an offer request, or just find your business's contact details. You could even sell products or services directly in this app. And there are many more features that you could add to the app. But the cool thing is that you have more than 300 templates to start with, and you don't need to know any coding. But it still will work on iOS and Android phones. Tips with punch. Let's get started by scrolling down to the description of this video and clicking on the first link. And you land on this page, which is JotForms. So let's just sign up for this account. I'm gonna use the email, adding my name, add an email, and then obviously a password. And if you agree to the terms and services, just tick this checkbox and then click on sign up. Next, head to your email to verify your email address. And you'll get an email like this, and then just click on verify now. Okay, we are now in. We're gonna close these tabs because we don't need them. Let's click on start now. Here you can fill in your details if you want to. I'm gonna skip it for now. And this is your JotForm dashboard. And what we need to do is actually click here where you see my forms. We need to go to my apps. JotForm isn't actually a form builder, but they also have other features such as tables, reports, and my approvals. And the one that we're using today is apps. So we're gonna build an app. So let's click on the apps. And now again, let's just check this one so it doesn't appear again. So this is the JotForm My Apps section, and we're gonna just start by creating a new app. So let's create app here at the top. And now it gives you a few different options. You can start from scratch, use a template, and then there's two other options if you want. So let's use a template for this tutorial. So click on that. And this is where all the templates live. There's more than 300 options here. So as you start scrolling, you'll see there's so many different options for different industries and so on. So I think we need to use filters. You can see on the left, there's different industries here. And actually, when I was going through some of these, I had some additional ideas for my business. So I just advise you going through some of these because these are pretty cool apps that you can create with quite simple infrastructure behind it. But in my case, I'm looking for a dog walker app. So I'm gonna just type in dog. So you can see here, I like this template from before. So dog walker app. My advice is to find the layout and design you like, and don't worry about the template, images and text. All that you can change later. If it's a dog walking services app, you can easily change that to be a handyman or accountant or a beauty salon app, because they all need similar features such as booking an appointment or getting an offer, and maybe an easy way to contact your business. So for example, if we preview it, you can see here that there's all kinds of options. So for example, you have booking here and about me section. So this is something I would like to do. So I'm going to choose this template. Let's click on use template. So this is where you build your app in JotForm. So first of all, here on the left, you have where you add new elements. So for example, if you want to add a heading, you could just grab this heading here and drag it over to this side in the middle. And now you have a heading here. So you could now start typing here, my heading, and so on. And also there's an option to add a subheading. So here on the left, you have many options. You can see that you could add image gallery and a video and a map and so on. So really useful section. But not only that, we also have these widgets here. So there's additional features that you can add from here. And definitely just go through them and see what's available because there's a lot of them. Now for me, I don't need this heading, so I'm going to delete it. You can see if I select my heading, then I can also delete it. There's also some settings there. I'm going to go through those in a bit. Let's delete it. And then you can see on the top, we have the build where we build the app, and then you have settings and publish. We're going to go through those. But then you also have here, if you click on this icon, you can see that this is where you design your app, change layouts and colors and so on. And another important part of this is here at the bottom, you have different pages. You click on page 1, for example, you'll scroll to that and you can see that these are actually different pages. And just keep in mind, if you click on these elements, you always have the settings here. If you click on the settings, you can see there's more properties here. So for example, there's certain settings for images, videos, and headings and stuff like that. They're always different depending on the feature you're adding. And if you want to add a new page, you can also do it here. And there's also navigational settings here for the navigation. So let's start updating this template because I'm not really happy with this. I'm actually thinking I don't need this first page. So if I click on it, I'm just going to delete the whole page. I just don't see a need of like a splash page before seeing the home page. So I'm going to delete it. Now, anytime you make a mistake and you want to undo your previous action, you can just press on Ctrl and Z on Windows or on Command and Z on Mac. And now I like this part because it's really cool image, and then you have this button here. But maybe I don't think you need to go page by page. I think I want to have more features on this same page. So what I can do, so as I'm scrolling, I'm just checking what I need. I don't think I'll need this part, so I'm going to just go ahead and delete this stuff. Just bluntly delete what you don't need. Delete. I'm going to keep the About Me page. I think that's useful. I want to write something that I can also add something for my business. But this is what I like. Okay, so they have here the reference, my resume. Gonna keep it on the About page. You also have this feedback form here. So give us some feedback. And here you have Contact Me. So I definitely want to have this Contact Me. So if I click here on the contact at the bottom, I can drag it here next to the home page. So now it's actually below homepage. And I did that because I actually want to delete this section, but add these elements to this above section. So you can do that by clicking on any of the elements and clicking on delete. But in this case, do not select this, delete all elements on this page. So I'm just going to delete the page itself. And now you can see that it combined the page above, which was my home page, with the contact page. So all the elements from contact page are now here. Now, I don't think I'll need this divider. And also this dog bone, not really necessary. Gonna delete that. But these, I like the structure here. I like the map, and I want people to be able to call me or email me. And so I'm gonna keep that. And About Me page, yes, looking good. And this feedback, I don't think I'll need it. I think I'll just delete this last page as well. So I'm gonna click on feedback and just delete this. And now I'm gonna select delete all elements on this page. So delete page. All right, so now I only have two pages, homepage and About Me. Now let's say I want to add some new elements to this. So I'll go to the basic here, and now I could add anything I want here. For example, if I wanted, I could add an image gallery here in between like this. And then if I click on it and click on settings, I have more options here. So now I could choose what kind of layout. So for example, with 4 pictures, 4-picture layout like this. And then I could choose the images. So if I choose my images or enter URL. So you could now upload something or use images you already have. So this template already came with few images. So I'm going to just use those like this. And you can see now it's in a grid, 2 images side by side. For now, it's just loading them, right? That's cool. Just to make it a bit more interesting, I'll keep it like that. And this text, my main call to action here is actually to make people book a time with me. So let's create that. Book a walk. So what we can do here, if you see in the settings again for the button properties, book a walk. Okay, cool. Now we can choose what we want to do here. So the action, I could also just put a URL there, but actually navigate to page or open a form. So I could now open a form that people can just fill in and then book a walk that way. So let's do that. Open a form. And now we need to select a form. Because this is a template, it already created 2 forms for us. And in this case, I'm going to use this dog walking client form template. And select form. And now you can see that that form is selected. Obviously, we don't even know what that form has in it. So we need to update that. And you can do that by clicking on this icon here. So if you connect any of the elements to a form, you'll be able to also edit the form. So if I click on now on this, you can see it opens up a new tab here. And now on this page, I'm able to update my form. Now I could upload a logo here. I have a logo here, so I'm going to use this one. And you could now write your organization name. So for example, like this, and then save it. And now you can see I have the logo appearing here. And here you have all the questions that I asked here. You can see that it's quite lengthy. You could now go ahead and update this. Again, you just click on elements, you can delete them. It's same principle as in the app builder. You can just click on things and start updating them. You have more form elements on the left, and then obviously the designer here on the right. Now this video is specifically about the app part of this JotForm. So I'm not going to dive into how to update form and things like that because it's quite similar to the apps. But if you want a detailed video of how to create a form and how to update it, how to connect everything, then check the video that will appear on your screen's top right corner right now. There I'll take you through a proper tutorial that dives into the form part of this software. The link will be also in the description. Okay, let's say we're happy now with the form, and I'm just going to close this tab and go back to the app. So now we're connected to the form, and you know how to start updating that part. Now another cool feature here that I want to show you is in the app elements, and you have the product list. So if you drag it in here, now this is not the proper place for it. I just want to show you how it looks like. So you could have products already in the app that you can sell to people. And JotForm provides everything, so you don't need to worry about payment methods and things like that. That's all built in here. You just create your products and set things up, and JotForm does everything else for you. Now to create products, you can just see here, you already have one product. You can edit it here. So you can just give it a name, price, product description, obviously an image. And then you have other options here that you can check out. And then you have here in the green, you see one of the options is actually to, you can see here you can connect to a payment method. So for example, you have PayPal, you have Stripe, all kinds of payment methods here that you can connect to. It's really flexible in that sense. And you can even add Express checkout. This is like PayPal Express, where you don't even need to ask for customers shipping details because that's all stored in PayPal. They just click on one button, log into their PayPal, and that's pretty much all you need to do as a customer. So it's really smooth way to sell things. For this app, I'm not going to use any products. I don't want any products. I'm going to delete this element. Then if I scroll down, we have this map. I just wanted to quickly show you that you can update obviously the map. You go to settings and you have latitude, longitude. If you don't know how to get that, that's pretty simple. You go to Google Maps and just pick where is your address. So let's say I don't know, this is my address. Then all you have to do is right click on this this point, and here you can see that these are actually the latitude and longitude. If you click on it, you see it's copied now to your clipboard. You can come back here and you just start. You add the first one. You see that there's a comma between them, so obviously remove the other one like this and add it here. So now you can see that the point is in the same spot as in the Google Maps. Now this is a bit too far, so I can zoom in a bit more. So like this, for example, or maybe even closer if you want to, like this. Right, I'm happy with this. Now, obviously, I would also connect the call me button. So you can select, it's already pre-selected call me here, and you add your phone number here. And same thing, email me. And that's useful. You just add your email here. Same thing for the social icons. You can change the colors and things here. And if you just remove this URL here, you'll see that YouTube removed from here. So the icon goes removed. But if I add back the URL, it adds the icon. So you don't need to have all of this if you don't want to. If you have one or two, that's totally fine. Just add your social media accounts here and they will appear. And I just noticed I have this button here, which I don't want. I'm going to delete it. Also, this image. I don't think I need it. Now, obviously, I would just update my About Me page and make it about me, actually. Maybe add reference resume. I don't know if that's really relevant for me. But so let's say I'm happy with the structure. I have all the buttons that I want, but I would like to also update the design. So let's go here and click on this icon. And now you can update the color scheme. You can just choose one of these. So you can see it will update not only background, but it will update everything at the same time. You can see the button is different. It changes colors like that. So they have some pre-selected designs here, color schemes. And if you're not happy with that, you can also adjust them yourself here. So let's say start color. You want something red. You see it has this nice fade here in the background. Or maybe you want to update the font family. It's also possible here. So you have many options here. Let me just undo what I've done now. I kind of like the original design. It's just because I like how this image and the background are the same color. Now, there's also an option for app layout, so you can change the layout itself. You can play around with these, and they're quite descriptive, so you should be able to find something for your needs. So let's say I'm happy with everything now, and I want to preview how this looks like on mobile. So you can here press on this toggle, and you can preview the app. You can choose if you use phone, tablet, or desktop, and obviously the orientation here as well. So this is the app. You can scroll here just using your scroll wheel. You could now press on book a walk. You can see that it opens up a new form here once it's loaded, and this is the form I showed you earlier. Now what's interesting here is you see this JotForm, create your own store, and this is because you're on the free plan. If you upgrade, you're not gonna see this, which I recommend doing if you're running a business, so that it looks a bit weird if you have something like this when running a business. In any case, if you go back, you can see that you really just go through here. You have fully functional app that will work the same way also on your mobile phone. And if you want to test on your mobile phone, you can also click on this one here. It'll just add this QR code. If you scan this QR code, it will open up a new page and you'll see this app. But for now, I'm gonna just close this and gonna leave the preview mode. And what I noticed that I haven't updated the app name or the icon. So let's do that. So in the settings, you have the app settings. The settings here, I would just keep at default unless you want to also have a progress bar, but otherwise they're quite good. Let's change the app name and the icon. So I have Dog Walker app, but actually I want to be called something like this. You can change the name and you can also edit the icon. So let's do that. So here you could choose an icon from the library, but actually I'm just going to use an image and I'm going to upload an image for that. I have this one, just going to upload it. And obviously if you want to make the dog a bit bigger, then just upload an image that has less of the white space. But you can see here that there's also a preview how the app will look like with the icon. I think it's really cute and I'm going to keep it as this. And one more thing I want to update here is the splash screen. This is kind of the screen. When you click on the icon in the mobile phone, there's a small screen while it's loading. So this is going to show up and you can change the background color here. So for example, let's say the gray is kind of boring. So let's change that to something like blue-ish like this. You should use your brand colors for this, but let's say it's blue like this. So now we're kind of ready to publish all of this. Once everything is done, when you updated everything, you go to Publish tab. There's few ways you can publish this. You can share a URL just from here. You can copy it. You can also view it in the new tab. You can email it to somebody if you type in here the email. Or you can also download a QR code. So let's click on that one. So now you can either download an image of this QR code and just put it as an image on your website, or if you have a proper store, a web shop somewhere, you can also add it to the thank you page or maybe the confirmation email. In addition, you also have the HTML code here that you can also copy. All it does, it will show the same image with the QR code on your website through HTML code. To make it more convenient for your customers, they don't need to download your app from Google Play Store or App Store. You just share an URL or QR code and the app will be added to customers' homepage. No downloads at all. This is because the app is built on top of a browser and a technology called PWA, or Progressive Web App. If you're curious about PWA, I have an in-depth video explaining it. The link is in the description. But in summary, it looks and feels like an app, but it's actually a website. And the icon that you see on the home screen is a bookmark. Okay, I'm just gonna switch to my mobile phone now, open a camera and scan the QR code. Make sure you're in the photo. If you tap on the URL, it's prompting here. You can see that it opens up this web page. And once you start scrolling, what it will do is ask you to add it to the home page. You can see there it is. On Android, it's just one button click and it adds it automatically. And on iOS, you have to do this. You click on the add to home screen icon here at the bottom. And then if you scroll down, you have this here, add to home screen. If I tap on it, I can now add this as a icon to my home screen like that. And now you see that I have icon on my mobile phone, on my iOS. And if I tap on the mobile icon, you can see the splash screen was there with the blue background. And now this is fully fledged app. And now people can book a walk with me. You can see here, you can scroll and just add their details. Or they can go on and find me, for example, call me directly. If they tap on call, it'll suggest direct call, and obviously email and their social icons. And I forgot to remove this back to homepage, which is completely useless in this case. And if I tap on the menu here at the left top corner, you can see that there's only two pages. There's the homepage and about me. And if I tap on about me, you can see there's more stuff here. This is really exciting. You have now a mobile app for your business. But to make it stand out from the crowd, you need to have high quality images. For that, check out this video for my favorite websites to get high quality and copyright free images for your new app or website.